What's going on, everybody? As Michael said, in the backstage of before our show, it's been a while. It feels like, at least for me and Michael to be paired on the show. I should say.
Together,
Yeah.
yes, together.
So, and Michael, what's real awkward about that statement though?
It's been a while. What's that?
My 2 week vacation down to the condo starts Monday, so I won't be here. I won't be here the next 2 weeks either.
That's
Definitely
all
will
right.
not be here.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up on that. We'll try to see what we can figure out.
Oh yeah, got the nice flight down Monday. I think
That's crazy to me too. And how long of a flight is it?
Technically, well, you see, that's funny you asked that because technically it's 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Okay.
But my dad said that he flew out of LaGuardia.
Okay.
And I mean, we're more north. Did Judges hit another home run? Hold on, give me a second here. Oh my gosh, maybe by a 2 inches that he missed his 23rd home run.
Really?
I have to get into this Yankee game, Michael, because this is top 5 craziest. Is always when the Yankees and Twins play in Minnesota, something weird happens. Anyway, let me finish my story first. Which is probably, I'm probably like an hour from the city. LaGuardia is like somewhere in the city, I believe.
Okay.
And he said that he left an hour late because his flight was delayed, and got there 2 or 10 minutes late to when he was originally supposed to get there, like before, without the delay. So I'm a little confuzzled as to how long the flight actually is. A little confuzzled there. A little confuzzled. So I don't know, but I believe I leave at 10:52. Supposed to get there at about 12:54. So we'll find out. Me and the squad, we're heading down, Michael. We're heading down.
Sounds good. To South Carolina, right?
I forgot which Carolina is. Is Myrtle in South?
Myrtle's in South Carolina.
So we're technically in North because we're not in Myrtle. I just say Myrtle because it's the closest place people know. We're like,
what are you in? Are you in Sunset Beach?
It's Ocean Isle Beach.
Okay. No, I know where that's at.
Okay. The Ocean Isle Beach. Yeah, we're about 45 away. So we got to technically drive into South Carolina. So Michael, I also realized I'm going to be at the airport a lot during this trip.
Really? Why is that?
All right, so listen to this. Ready for this? Ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Make sure you follow along here, people at home as well. Keep a tally for me. So, Michael, me, 2 friends fly down Monday.
Friends. You have 2 friends? Wow. Okay.
My brother actually is down there right now for some country music thing with his fiance.
Country music. I need to know more, please.
I have no idea. Could not tell you at all. I know his girlfriend enjoys it. I think he just goes to go because
okay.
But so he's down there right now. He leaves on Monday. He actually drove the car down that we used down there. We had to bring it back because we needed it inspected.
Okay. Well, how long did it take you to drive? Because that's what I was going to ask.
When I drove down with my friend last year, I think it was like 12 hours.
Okay.
So it was, because I think we left at like 2:30 in the afternoon. We got there like 3, somewhere around there.
Okay, well that's a little long of a drive. Then.
Oh no, it's long. It wasn't fun.
Okay, yeah, you're right close to Sunset Beach then, yeah.
But so we fly down, and my brother drove the car down there. My brother's flying back on the flight that I fly down on, like the same plane.
Okay.
So I have to pass him in the airport actually to get the keys to the car so I can actually drive. So then another one of my friends comes down on Thursday. Then another one of my friends comes down on Friday. Then that friend that came down on Friday can only stay for the weekend, so he leaves on Sunday.
You have a friend coming down just for the weekend.
Yes.
To the beach.
He's got a real job, so he can't actually,
Still, that's cool. I'm not gonna badmouth it, but
I wouldn't do it.
Okay, yeah, me neither.
No,
I'm with you on this one, Jared.
But
I'm with you.
Hey, listen, fine with me. It's my boy. So then, my one friend that I fly down with on Monday has to leave the following because I'm going for 2 weeks. So he leaves the following Wednesday. Then my other friend that flew down on Thursday is only staying for a week. So so I have to go back Thursday to drop him off at the airport again. And then my dad comes Saturday.
Okay.
It's not airport.
How far away is your place
it's like
from
45 minutes.
Oh,
yeah. So it's not like I'm going 10 minutes down the road.
So, I mean,
like
for
all
my
I'm saying
dad,
is,
I
all
would
I'm
go and
saying
get.
is,
But the
Michael,
rest, are they Ubering? Or
no, I can't do that to them. That's 45 minutes. It's probably like $80.
Listen,
Jared.
Of the view.
Why don't you calm down over there, bud? Huh?
Of the view.
You know what, Michael, who are the hosts of this show?
We are.
Okay, so we talk about what we want.
Jared. Right. Jared, if we want to talk about food, we'll talk about food. Okay?
Exactly.
And if we want to talk about Minor Bowl League, we'll talk about Minor League.
And I haven't even gotten to the most important question that I usually ask. Michael, how you doing?
Right? Oh, I'm so glad you say that's the most important. I do appreciate that. Oh, did he actually leave watching this? Nope, so no one. Hold up, my TV. I've actually been doing pretty good. In the 3 weeks, I'm not really for sure how long it's been since we've done a show. Been doing some different things in and out of the description for today. You know what? We'll get into it. Okay.
What's the description?
I put baseball. I can't even remember what I put.
Baseball in Tennessee or something?
Yes. Question mark. We'll get into it though. And
I'm intrigued. I haven't heard about this.
Yes, it's actually on Bleacher Report. First thing I looked up. But as you can see in my hat, I don't know if you know who that is, but it's still Lexington Legends.
I'd assume.
The Memorial Day weekend, actually on Memorial Day, the Legends had a doubleheader here in Lexington, so I went and watched 2 games. They actually have 2 teams in the same stadium now, and Dalton plays for the other team, so I wanted to go out and see if I could hang out with Dalton for a little bit. It's a little bit different than going to watch the Savannah Bananas because, they can interact a little bit. Dalton did talk to us quite a bit, but he had to be more professional, we'll say. But it was fun. He actually was off both games because they had a pitcher out. So they had to inactivate him to activate a pitcher so they had enough on the roster for pitchers. So he got to throw me a couple baseballs. Whoa, I just closed my eyes and opened them up and you were gone. Didn't see
I got to plug my phone in for the people on the color.
It's okay. But what was quite funny is we actually got chosen to go down on the field, me and 2 of my buddies. So that was nice.
You have 2 buddies, huh?
I do have 2 buddies, just like you. But let me back up a little bit. Of course, in our chat that we talk about. So I've got media pass to go up to this game. Harlan, Kentucky, up to Lexington Legends. It's a 2.5-hour drive. So the lady that I've been emailing back and forth about the media passes, she was like, yes, we have your name and the people that are coming with you. Just tell them your name at the front and they'll let you in. So I said, we have media passes. And the guy was like, what? You're media? I said, yeah, we're media. So he sends us to the press box. I think he thought we were like with the Lexington television media people and thought we were going to be doing something with that. So I just rolled with it. They put us up in the media booth. We were up behind home plate. Me and the 3 guys just trying to act the part. And this guy was questioning us hardcore, like, are y'all supposed to be here? What do y'all got? I said, I co-host a podcast, Backstop Banter, with Unwrapped Sports Network, this big network from based out of L.A. Got like 5,000 followers on Twitter, got a couple other shows. And, oh, okay. What was that name again? He started looking at his phone and was like, oh, man, this dude just totally doesn't believe me at all. So we finally, after before the game even started, like, we're just going to go down on the field level, take some pictures, took a camera, different things. But the second game, the promo team, if you call it, the producer, I guess, on that, came out and actually asked us if we would go out onto the field and do like an event, kind of like they do in between innings. So,
oh, yeah, I know. Trust me.
Yes. So we got chose to have a plunger spin around 10 times and then run and see who would win the race. But we wasn't supposed to win anything. But me being my charismatic self, I got 3 free Lexington Legends baseball bats, 1 for each kid, but they ain't getting it yet because they too young. So
too young for what? The bats, never.
My son is watching Power Rangers and stuff, so he would be swinging at everything.
Hey, listen.
But today was probably my funnest day that I've had in a while. I got to broadcast a baseball game for TV, and I say that a little bold, but it's for our local television here in Harlan. It was our Little League playoffs right now. My brother and I actually got to talk about baseball while the game was going on. It was a lot of fun. You can actually watch it on YouTube. I actually rewatch it right here. A lot of fun times.
Look at this guy, so full of himself.
Yeah, it was really cool. But watching these little kids try to imitate the Mike Trouts and just the different players, you could see almost the way that they bat, the way that they throw, the gear that they wear, who they like. And it's just fun watching little kids play baseball, because that's where we fell in love with it through our parents and whatnot, and these coaches and everybody that really volunteers for it. I'm gonna try to fish a bass tournament this weekend for the Little League as well. So really excited about that.
Okay, look at you making big moves and all that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Let me check it out.
Not sure about the hat and the sideways. No, not sure. All right, Michael. Why don't we get into everything? Because listen, it's been a while. There's some nice baseball stuff to talk about. I also have to find my remote right now because I can't find it, and the Ranger playoff game is on right now, and I'm obviously a big hockey fan. Clearly, not just a playoff hockey fan or anything, but I gotta find that. But Michael, why don't you? I guess start us off with the title of this episode because I don't know what this whole baseball in Tennessee thing is. And while you do that, I'm going to look. I can still hear you, but I'm going to look for my remote. So I'm going to stop the cam, but I can hear you beautifully.
Okay, well, it's not really going to be very long, but I'll try to delay it as much as possible.
Don't you worry, Michael. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I'll find it.
You're good, but apparently reports come out today that the owners, or at least the Suns owner, is involved possibly in a lawsuit over the Baltimore Orioles ownership. And it's causing them possibly to have to relocate is what's going on with this. Now, like I said, let me see if there's a time. It's not a time. So it just came out today, this article. And you can, like I said, see on Bleacher Report. But the two Suns, longtime Baltimore Orioles owner, Peter Angelos, is that right?
I honestly could not tell you.
Okay, it's Angelos is what I would really say, but I'm trying to be more formal. Are headed to court to decide the future of the franchise, as well as the father's law firm and the family's fortune. Now, it goes into all this big stuff, but the headline just said relocation to possibly Tennessee is all it says. Now, I kind of got excited because there's talks about the minor league team that's really close to me. I say close. It's about as close as Lexington is in Tennessee. Are talking about relocating to Knoxville. I don't know if this team may relocate there, which would be 2.5 hours for me, or if they'll probably go to Nashville, which is on the other end of Tennessee. But I just thought it was interesting because this team has been bad for a while now. And it would suck, one, for Baltimore, for this team to be bad for, almost a decade and then have to relocate and never benefit anything of what you actually went through. But I think it'd be great for the state of Tennessee and a lot of local fans there because, honestly, I know you probably don't know this, but Tennessee college baseball has been very good here lately. A lot of just entertainment going on through that as well. One of my old bosses, a buddy of mine, he's from Tennessee, and he keeps telling me, hey, you all need to cover Tennessee baseball. Watch what they do. Even the players and coaches argue, and they're almost smart alecks with all the stuff they do. Like one play, they called a guy out because he didn't slide or something like that. And the next time he came around home, it wasn't even a play at home. And he walked all the way up to the plate, literally walked up to it and then just laid down like a slide. So they wouldn't call him out. It's almost, it's bickering stuff. So it's almost comical too. And it's all over social media with the thing. So it's interesting. And I think Tennessee baseball would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Eastern Tennessee.
It would be interesting to see a team relocate, especially the Orioles, because while they haven't been very good, it's not, I don't look at them, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't look at them as a team that I would ever see relocating. You talk about relocation of baseball teams.
Baltimore has been around forever.
Oh yeah. Eddie Murray and Cal Ripken, obviously, and they were pretty good a few years ago. Oh, well, I should say few. It's about 10 now. But you always look at teams to relocate. It's always the Rays. It's always the A's.
Mm-hmm. Low market.
Yeah.
Baltimore, I wouldn't think is a low market.
No, when they're good, they get some support. Obviously the stands aren't full now. I can only attest when I watch the Yankees play there. I swear it's probably 60-40 Yankee fans there. You literally hear Let's Go Yankee chants half the time. But man, them relocating would kind of suck. I wouldn't want that. I like where they are. Obviously, like you said, there's a lot of history there. But it is interesting because another story in the relocating thing is so with everything that happened in Uvalde and Buffalo with the violence and things like that, the Yankees actually played the Rays in Tampa, and both of their Twitter accounts during the game posted like facts about gun violence. They didn't like tweet the scores. They didn't tweet that, like they did it as a joint thing to like try and raise awareness of it. Blah blah whatever. I'm not getting into everything, but whatever. That's what they did, right?
Right.
And they actually had a thing with the state of Florida to try to get them funding for a new stadium. And after they did that, the governor or whatever the hell he is in Florida voted no and cut off the funding to them.
Right.
So if you look at it two ways. Either they have to find new funding or the Rays say, all right, listen, well, we tried. Let's go to Canada. Because where else?
What, Montreal?
Or Tennessee, I guess.
No, I said Montreal. Didn't they?
I know. But I'm just saying we're Tennessee, apparently. I didn't even know that was an option. I'm surprised Vegas hasn't been brought up.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Las Vegas.
It seems like a lot of sports are going there now.
Man, I love you. I just turn on this Yankees and Twins games.
You know what, Michael? It's been an unbelievable game. And not the way that you would think unbelievable, but it has been. But yeah, so
now is there talks about expansion?
I don't know if,
because I think I'm getting my shows mixed up a little bit because I think the NBA is the one that's actually talking about expansion.
The NBA has talked about it. I mean, I think the MLB has talked about it as well. But I just don't know. I mean, look, April 19th, 2022, group led by Dave Stewart preparing bid for potential. Hold on. Let's see. Potential expansion team in Nashville.
Okay, so Nashville. Dang it.
Leading a group seeking to obtain MLB franchise in Nashville, Tennessee. That would be the first major minority-owned team in Major League Baseball. Music City Baseball appointed Stewart to lead the diversity, equity ownership. Expansion is a priority for baseball, which hasn't added a team in nearly a quarter century. However, Commissioner Rob Manfred has stated that it must first resolve stadium issues in Oakland and Tampa. See, that's the thing. I feel like it'd be a weird look for the MLB to be like, oh yeah, Nashville, Montreal, Vegas, come on in. And then all of a sudden you look at Oakland, who's playing in a stadium that is absolute garbage.
Right.
And also that's the thing. Like, so the Rays played the Yankees, right? And that's another place where obviously a lot of people from New York go to go to Florida in general to retire. Right. So there's a lot of Yankee fans there. The Rays played the Yankees and there was a sellout, and quote unquote sellout of the stadium. Michael, the whole entire top section of seats was covered.
Really?
So those tickets aren't even available to buy. How is that a sellout? I mean, I know it's technically a sellout of open seats.
Right.
Like, you have literally the top section of your stadium covered. That's a sellout?
I mean, I guess.
So, like, that.
I mean, you can manipulate that to stat then, like, we're not going to open up these seats that sell out every time.
It would, like, literally, that'd be like Yankee Stadium or Cincinnati closing every single seat in the third row or whatever, right, and then calling it a sellout. Like, that's, I don't know. So you have to figure out those two situations first before you can add teams, because how stupid does it look if you're adding these teams and the teams you already have don't need what they don't have what they need, I should say.
Right. Well, that's like you're talking about Oakland again a little bit there, or I'm thinking of Oakland. I watched that Zach, and I cannot think of his last name. Yes, that does those shows where he goes to the stadiums and everything. I don't know why, but I'm addicted to him. And he went to Oakland the other day, and that stadium has a lot of flaws in it. And I want to say, does the Yankees too?
What?
Does the Yankees have like No, let's see here. What's an old stadium? Because they were showing one where they had seats right behind pillars, basically holding up the
I've
stadium.
seen some of those videos down like Fenway. There's literally
Fenway, I think it was too.
yeah, Fenway.
And
There's
then
literally seats right
Oakland,
behind poles, and also Wrigley too.
Oakland, they had like say I don't know how to describe this on camera here, but say this way was towards home plate. The seats were
Oh yeah,
going
no,
this way,
yes, I have seen that as
and
well.
I think that was in Oakland. And it's just like turn the seats. Like I mean, it couldn't be that hard. I mean, I'm sure it'd be expensive to do, but like those
There,
fans
yeah,
are expressing
there's
that they don't
definitely
care.
there's some stadium issues. I mean,
Hmm.
there's obviously very nice ones, but I mean, you look around, like I know we talk about it like glowingly because they're old, but Fenway and Wrigley are not like I think some of the seats in Fenway I'm pretty sure are wood.
Yes.
Like I don't know if that's exactly up to 2022 comfort level. Then there's also the seats that are literally behind a pole. In Wrigley, I saw a video too. There's seats behind a pole, and then also if you sit in a certain section, you can't see the fence because like it the section above you hangs too low that you can't see the fence.
Right.
So it's
It's
like,
crazy.
I mean, obviously those are different situations where at least those are playable and they're still considered pretty nice. But I'm pretty sure Oakland is the stadium too that like I've heard of sewage backing up into the dugouts, and I mean it's just for a professional baseball team to be playing there is unbelievable, and they're gonna have to make a change. But I would like to see expansion. I mean, I think there's some. I think you have to relocate before you can expand, though, because I really would relocate Oakland to Vegas and Tampa to Montreal. I really would.
Really?
I don't.
See,
And
the
it's
only
weird,
thing I
and it's
care with
weird because
Tampa,
Tampa has the highest TV rate
right?
of every major league team. Because listen, everybody there is old. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's where you go to retire. There's no income tax. The weather's pretty nice, and it's less expensive than California, obviously. So you get nice weather, no income tax. You go to Florida when you retire, especially from the East Coast. And why am I going to a baseball game? And I am kind of curious though, because maybe the attendance is better if the stadium is better. Like, are more people showing up to Tampa if it's an open air stadium or like a retractable roof where you could experience the nice weather but be at a baseball game? Or is it like,
Okay.
or do you just not care because it's Tampa?
What just happened? My TV just went to a commercial on like a full count, bases loaded, no outs.
No, not on the Yankee game. No.
No, the bases aren't loaded right
No.
now.
In fact, we are in the bottom of the seventh, Michael, and it's literally just starting.
Okay, it says break in progress, commercial break.
Are you watching
Uh,
like on the MLB.com or something?
um, Possibly watching it on a Fire Stick that may or may not be legal.
I mean, hey, why not? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like the relocation. I think Oakland, you just got to get them out of there, which is a shame because I think that if they were good, I don't think the attendance would be like this, obviously. But it's also kind of hard to like. Why am I spending money to go to a game, no matter how inexpensive it is, if like they're not even trying to be good? Like you're not trying. Why am I spending money?
Well, and I see that's the only thing I'm going to hate about if they actually move the Oakland team is this they're not having the attendance deficit because the fans don't want to go to the game. They're choosing not to go to the game because their team sucks.
Mike, I'm going to do some research while you're talking about this.
Okay. So, I mean, it's almost a different set of stories. Like, nobody goes to the Tampa Bay game because they say, and I'm just quoting people, that the location of it is just an off-site place where it's kind of hard to get to. It's not in a heavy populated area in Tampa, of course. And it's just a choreographed roads to get to the stadium. But with Oakland, it's the fans actually basically boycotting because the team sucks and they don't want to spend money. What are you researching? Because I want to kind of see how much they're spending in money.
I got it. So
share that screen.
Well, it's not really.
Okay.
Whatever. So 2020 was the last year that the A's went to the playoffs.
Okay, that was 2 years ago.
They lost in the divisional round, so I would assume that they were good enough
to avoid the Reds.
I would assume that they were good enough to avoid the wild card. And if you go by attendance, oh wait, this is attendance and team age, but whatever, who cares? I think this is still sorted by attendance. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20th in attendance.
20th in attendance. Okay. But still,
wait, no, this might have been. Oh wait, I might have been wrong.
Okay.
I might have been wrong because now it says year-over-year attendance. I don't know what that means. Oh wait, well, see, now this is very different. This says that year-by-year attendance, they were ranked 10th. It says year-over-year. I don't know what that means, honestly.
Year-over-year,
they had like 2019 games, 2019 attendance, and then 2019 attendance per game, and then 2020 games, but then it doesn't give any numbers. So maybe they were 10th in 2019.
And then 20th in 2020?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know about that.
Which wouldn't exactly make sense, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Can I do this?
I don't know, can you?
No, everything. Oh, wait, Michael, you know what? We are so stupid.
You're the one searching for it.
No, but we're talking about it too. Michael, what would their attendance be in 2020?
0.
Yeah, it would be. See, look at that. We just didn't put 2 and 2 together.
We sure didn't.
No. Now we both look dumb.
I mean, I'll agree with you on that one.
All right, hold on. Let me go back to 2019 then. 2019 attendance. Let's see if this was right then. Well, 2019 attendance, Oakland's 24th. And
2019 was 24th.
Yeah, how'd they do that year, Mike? Are you looking that up?
In 2019, they spent $111 million.
All right. In 2019, they finished second in the AL West. They were 97 and 65, and they lost in the wild card game, 1-0. So they were a very good team in 2019. 97 wins. That is a very good team.
Mm-hmm.
And they were 24th in attendance.
Okay.
So, is it I asked this question, right? At what point do you not feel bad for them leaving? Because it's like, listen, we won 97 games, and you guys still didn't show up. 24th in attendance. I mean, that.
I'm trying to think because COVID actually hit in 19, but that was in November.
Nothing was shut down ever in 2019.
Well, but it was in November too. Like basketball was going on, so I mean, it wouldn't affect that year at all.
That's right where Detroit, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, look, 2019, Tampa, 29th. And they lost to the Rays in 2019, which means the Rays were a very good team as well. They made the wild card, and they had to have won more than 97 games. Because I think, let's see, was the wild card game in Oakland or in... I don't know. It doesn't say where the game was.
But I will tell you this, which is interesting in itself too. In 2019, they spent $119 million. In 2020, they spent $111 million. In 2021, they spent $90 million. And this year, they spent $50 million.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's almost
your team was good, you still didn't show up. Now your team's bad, you really don't show up. I mean, I don't blame them for not coming this year, but 24th in a year that you won 97 games, like
I agree.
You just like, listen, you guys don't show up anyway. We might as well try and go somewhere where people are going to come to the game.
I agree on that.
So I don't know. Vegas, Tennessee. I mean, where do you put teams, right? Because if you relocate to Montreal and Vegas, let's just live in the fantasy world and do that. You can't bring one expansion team in. It kind of messes everything.
Right. It's got to be AL. And honestly, even if you bring in one from
if you bring in two, it still messes everything up because there's still 4 divisions in each league. So you're still
right, and they're all at 6.
Yeah. Well, they're all at 4. No, 5.
5. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. The NL Central used to be at 6, and then Houston went to the AL, and that made them all 5.
So, I mean, they're not going to worry about that, obviously, but bringing in one probably doesn't make sense. You probably should bring in 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's live in the world where they bring 1 to Tennessee or Nashville, whatever.
That's Tennessee.
Well, yeah, I know, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Where's the other one going? Like, I don't know exactly where. You can't do New York. You have 2. California has. Well, technically, they would only have 2 now if Oakland left.
Seattle has 1. Let's see here. Major cities. Colorado has 1. I'm trying to think. Arizona. I'm going with like.
You're leaving Florida, so you're obviously not going back.
Unless you went to like Orlando.
Yeah. I mean, that might not be the worst thing.
I mean, personally, as we just kind of spitball with this, I'd rather go to Orlando than Montreal with that team from Tampa, just because you're going to keep that fan base.
Yeah. Do you go to a place like? I mean, do you go to a place like Illinois?
To Chicago?
Well, Chicago has 2 teams.
I mean, it's either Chicago or St. Louis in Illinois. I mean, that's your 2 big cities. I mean, Kentucky has Louisville, but there's been talk about Louisville possibly getting a basketball team. I don't think it is realistic, but you've got that. North Carolina, do they have any teams?
I don't think so.
So, I mean, maybe a Charlotte team?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Where does the Panthers play at?
They're in Charlotte. Yeah, they're in Charlotte.
Charlotte too, right? Okay. So, I mean, that could be a possibility. I don't know how much of a fan base there is for baseball in North Carolina.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too. You got to go to a place where – I mean, you could go to Texas.
Where?
They
got Houston.
No, they have Houston
and Rangers.
Where do the Rangers play? Because Houston is obviously Houston.
I don't think they play in Dallas. Houston, is it Arlington? What's the other one? Oh, my God.
Oh, I think it is Arlington.
Is it Arlington, Texas?
Do you go to Austin?
Austin, I think is where they're at. I think that's where they're at.
Is
Austin.
It?
Arlington, I think, is actually where like Dallas football stadium is. No, that's Irving.
Let's see. Where do the Rangers play MLB?
We have our own.
Are the Texas Rangers in Dallas?
No, they're not in Dallas.
The Texas Rangers, an American professional baseball team based in Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex.
So they are Dallas? Okay.
Apparently.
So then I guess you got Houston. Or not Houston, Austin.
Yeah.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, they're big into college sports as well. Like their college softball team is dirty. I was looking. They have like my mom really likes college softball for some unknown reason.
It's a lot of fun to watch during the.
No, I do enjoy watching. I just don't know why she actually cares about it more than other sports. It's just weird. Maybe because she never had any daughters. She's living vicariously through them.
Gotcha. Oh, sorry.
But I don't know because their softball team is.
I mean,
Oh look, they just won the championship,
hey,
10-5 over Texas.
Texas,
I don't know.
Minnesota, Milwaukee. I mean,
I got the Brewers.
yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Listen, I'm not in charge of making these decisions, so good luck, Mr. Manfred.
Because I mean, I know another thing that you think about a lot is having an outside field, which I think you have to have an outside field if you're playing baseball. So it can't be too many northern teams. I don't know.
You can have a retractable roof if you were smart.
I would be okay with a retractable roof, but I still think a way that you can have an outside field is most.
Michael, Michael, did I tell you I went to the Yankee game?
That you went? No. Next week, my brother's going, I think.
Went to a Yankee game. I believe it was the 6th, I want to say.
Oh, yeah?
Got my nice Aaron Judge bobblehead.
Nice.
They won 13-0 against the Tigers.
Oh,
Judge
my boy's up, DJ Lemieux.
LeMahieu. Come on, guy. Damn, you are very far behind.
Well, I told you the bases were loaded there once.
There's already 2 outs.
Yeah, there's no outs on mine. Top of the 8th.
It's already 14-7. Like, I'm kidding. No, I'm totally kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
But yeah, Aaron Judge bobblehead.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Went 4 for 5 that night.
Oh wow.
Cole had a perfect game into the 7th inning. It was very exciting times. Very exciting. But I do want to talk about this Yankee game that you're watching. Though,
okay. Yes, sir.
Because I don't know if you remember a few years, or maybe it might have been 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Looking back,
the Yankees and Twins played one of the most unbelievable games you'll ever watch in this stadium. Like it was like 14-12, I think, or 14, something like that. Maybe 14-13. Mm-hmm. Aaron Hicks had to make a diving catch on the warning track. I think the bases were loaded to end the game in extra innings. Blah blah. This game crazy too. So the Yankees come out, score a run in the first inning. Then you're like, oh, Cole's on the mound. He has like a .98 ERA against the Twins in his career. His last 2 starts, he hasn't given up a run in like 17 innings, or no, not 17 innings. That's not even possible. In like 13 innings, I think it is, hadn't given up a run.
Excuse me.
The Twins, first batter hits a home run. You're like, damn, tragic,
Tragic.
You tied up game. You had some momentum, tied now, whatever. Then Byron Buxton comes up, second batter of the game. Just bombs one. Home run. Mm. You're like, wow, back to back? That's kind of strange. Cole's been very good. And, Then Carlos Correa comes up, third batter of the game. Home run.
Really?
Started the game off 3 home runs in a row, back to back to back. It's only like the 7th time in MLB history that's happened.
Mm.
So now you're losing 3-1. I think he then strikes out the next 3 batters, which makes no sense. I think the next inning gives up another home run. I think it might have been a 2-run home run. Made it 5-1.
No more sticky substance.
And then gives up another home run.
And wait, are the Reds playing?
And made it 7-1. So that happens. Then all of a sudden,
excuse me,
the Yankees are like, we don't really like losing to the Twins. I think the Yankees are like 132 and like 38 over the last like 20 years against the Twins. It's been unbelievable. So then the Yankees are like, we don't really like losing to you guys. So, all right, I lied. Hold on. Gallo also hit a home run in the second. So, all right, so all that happens. It's 3-1 after the first inning. Second inning, Gallo hits a 2-run home run. You're like, okay, 3-3. Cole, you got through the first inning. Like, just get your stuff back together, right? Well, the bottom of the second inning, Buxton comes back up, hits a 3-run home run. That is now the fourth home run he's given up. Second home run to Buxton. It's now 6-3. Then he gets out of the inning, comes back out for the third. Some would say that's a bold strategy. I would agree. Gives up a home run. That's now his fifth home run in the game. It's now 7-3. Then, we finally have some calmness in the fourth. Nothing happens. Mm-hmm. Fifth inning, Gallo hits a home run, 7-4. You're like, oh, it was only a 3-run game. Probably still might lose. But then DJ goes back-to-back, makes it 7-5. Like, oh, okay. Now we kind of got a game here. Then Hicks in the top of the sixth inning, 2-run homer. Now it's 7-7. Then, eighth inning, Rizzo singled, Judge scores, and then Hicks hit a single as well. Donaldson scored. And now here we are, 9-7 in the top of the eighth. But I don't know what it is, and it's kind of like a joke with – so Michael Kay is obviously the Yankee announcer like normally, but when he doesn't do games, Ryan Ruocco does. And it's like kind of a thing now that whenever Ryan Ruocco does a baseball game, something crazy happens. Because he was the announcer, like I told you, when the Yankees won like 14-13 or 14-12, whatever, something like that a couple years ago in Minnesota. He was the announcer for that game. And now this happens. I mean, if you could have almost every baseball game like this, it might be the most popular sport in America. And also, Michael, I mean, let's see. So actually we can do this. 7 plus 7, that's 14. Mm-hmm. And then you add the extra 2 runs. So that's 16 runs have been scored in this game, Michael. 2 of them have been scored not by a home run.
Really? That's crazy.
If that is not 2022 baseball.
All right.
Oh, I lied. The run that the Yankees scored in the first inning was a sac fly. So 3 out of the 16. My bad. 3 out of the 16 runs in this game have been scored by a home run.
And 16 runs in a game is crazy in itself.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot of runs. But very entertaining game, I will say. Hopefully the Yankees pull this one out because, well, I need something to boost the mood because the Rangers just lost. They're now losing the series 3-2.
Okay, question. What inning is it on your TV?
It is the top of the 8th.
How many are on?
It's bases loaded. Oh, not anymore because the ball just got away from Gary Sanchez and Anthony Rizzo.
Oh, poor Sanchez. Okay, is Hicks up to bat?
He is.
Okay.
The count
I'll
is
switch
now...
it to a different. I'm on Bally Sports now, which should be Bally, which makes more sense. Bally, come on.
Count is now it's 1-0. The Yankees are winning 10-7.
Okay, that's not happened on mine yet.
Yeah, it should be the first pitch of the at bat. So
okay.
Let me know when you get to the first pitch because I'm very curious now.
Okay.
Because
he's stepping into the batter's box. He's on the hill.
Yeah, because they just threw the second pitch.
Oh wow! They just said Aaron Hicks 2-4.
And there was probably a good minute in between of them just showing the replay before another pitch was thrown.
And he just pitched. Oh wow, that bounced way far.
Yeah, we're on the third pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, okay.
So you're a little bit of delay there. Mike, I will say my friend gave me his login.
What's up, Matt? Welcome to the show.
Did Aaron Hicks just hit another home run in this game?
I don't know. I'm like 3 minutes behind you.
No, he did not.
Your friend gave you what login?
He gave me his MLB login so I could watch, the games. Watch a little bit of the Angels, even though, Michael, let's transition into that. A nice little transition.
I was actually going to say while you were kind of trying to wait something there, we had some dead time. So the Angels now, I think, have lost 14 in a row. Is that correct now?
It's up to 14, yeah.
They're worse than the Reds right now as far as this stretch.
I mean,
and poor Joe has got the boot.
No, Joe Madden, yeah. See, because the Phillies fired Joe Girardi.
Joe Girardi, yeah.
So Joe, I was like, a little confused, but yeah, both Joes. Michael, start of the month, there were 2 Joes. None remain.
Now they've lost their mojos.
Wow, look at that.
Did he just hit a home run here? Oh, man, just short of the warning track.
You're the worst.
Hey, speaking of which, in the Little League games, this was under 12. A boy jacked one out. He knocked it out of the park.
I hit a home
He
run.
was
before.
the. Have you really? That's nice. I never did.
My brother hit 3 home runs in a game one time.
In a game? Wow.
Yeah. It's like a weird field though. Like it wasn't very long because the fences were probably 20 feet high.
Okay.
But it was still very impressive. I mean, I think they all would have been home runs no matter what field he was playing on because one he hit and literally hit the road.
Well, wow. Okay.
So it was.
So he's the athletic one.
Yeah, I didn't get an ounce of it. Well, both my brothers were. My oldest brother played varsity all 4 years of high school.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
He pitched.
No matter what the sport is.
Pitched, played shortstop. Played at our community college. He was pretty good. And then my middle brother, I don't.
Michael.
Yeah, Michael, who's actually the one down in Carolina right now.
Oh.
He actually won our first section championship for our school in baseball.
Oh, that's cool.
I do remember. Very intense game. Very intense game. I think they won like 1-0. Made a great over-the-shoulder catch word to Willie Mays. Very good play.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he was the second baseman, so not like in right field, but still.
Oh,
solid.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, but I mean, 2 managers fired early in the season, and Michael.
I mean, it's hard to say anything about it because you got one team that's just. I mean, the Angels. We have talked whenever we have had our show about being at least in first or in the top because we did the show probably a month ago where both LA teams were in first and both New York teams were in first, and now to lose 14 straight.
I mean,
but really the main problem I think in those games, I want to say that Mike Trout is like 0-4 whatever he's batting.
Mike Trout went on like because the series before the Yankees played the Tigers, they played the Angels, and Mike Trout bats like 350 at Yankee Stadium. It was a Yankee killer, honestly. And I don't think he didn't get a hit the entire series. He was.
I want to say he's went like 0-15.
No, it was worse than that.
Really?
I think he got up to like 0-23.
Wow.
At one point, he was batting like in the 300s. I think his batting average dropped all the way down to like 278. Like it was a struggle. And I mean, it's just their pitching is also just not very good.
We knew that. I mean, we knew that was going to be a thing.
Michael, I just gotta. Do you still have your notebook near you there, guy?
I do.
Do you? How are those division winners looking? as we're about maybe a third of the way through the season, maybe.
Let's see here. Well, I have Mariners on top in the AL West. You had the Astros.
Actually, Michael, hold on. Before we do this,
bring up the screen.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot easier for me.
Yeah, why don't we? Oh wait, I went to stats. I want standings.
Because I know the Mariners have been struggling all year, but they have been winning a few games now.
All right, we'll go.
Jesse Winkers.
We do the AL first.
My former Reds players are playing a little bit better. I think Suarez has even got a couple 3-run shots in the past couple of days.
All right, so we bring up the AL, right?
Yeah, brought nothing up.
All right, so the AL is up. How are we doing in the AL with these standings that we predicted?
Let me blow it up here. Oh, yeah, we went straight all the way through, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
AL East. We both had the Jays, the Rays. Do what?
You said that you were about to say the Jets.
I was. The Jays, the Rays, the Yankees, the Sox, and then the Orioles.
I've never been so happy to be wrong. Never. Look at that 6.5 game lead.
Mm-hmm.
Thing of beauty.
But, I mean, basically, switch Yankees and Jays, and we're right all the way through.
True.
But I do think the Jays have just struggled here lately. I mean, the run differential.
Hit.
They can't hit, but yet still the run differential is plus 21. So
no, but it's just weird that they were supposed to be this offensive juggernaut, and they've
been hurt a little bit. So, I mean, I'm not panicked on them or anything
yet. Michael, the other thing is your boy. What happened to your boy?
I look at Mike Trout. Slumps happen, okay?
He's trash. Michael,
He
243?
he ain't trash.
243?
So okay, well, since you're saying trash, because that's a bit extreme, do you think last year was just a fluke?
I don't think he'll ever do it again.
So, but do you think it was a fluke last year's like the MVP caliber that he should have won? Like, do you think he's that player?
I think he's somewhere in the middle.
Well, I mean, that's the easy thing to say.
Well, no, because I think he's having a down year.
And
I think last year was probably the
well,
best
I'll
year
take
he
that.
ever has.
I'll take that because you said he's having a down year. So you don't think he's this bad either. You're just saying he's trash.
I just really like to annoy you.
That's what. Okay, I can take that. That's fine.
Michael, he's also been trash this year. I mean, 243. What are we talking about?
I mean, he's going to be just fine. Just fine.
Could never be Aaron Judge, by the way.
Aaron Judge having a great year. Props to where it's due. So AL Central. Let's go on. Let's see here.
This one's all messed up.
We got the White Sox. Let's see here. Yep, I guess. Yeah, we went straight down. White Sox, Twins, Tigers, Guardians, Royals.
I mean, yeah, you switched the. Yeah, a little messed up there, Michael. A little messed up.
A little.
I didn't think the Twins were going to be that nice.
Well,
and also that's another thing. You want to talk about injuries. White Sox can't get healthy if their life depended on it.
Yeah. And the poor Royals.
Also, did you see today what Tony La Russa did?
I did not.
It was, so I think there was a runner on first.
The 1-2 count intentional walk? Yeah. I don't know
and after the game, he's like, somebody asked him about it. He was like, what? You don't think that was a good decision? Do you know that? You don't know what Trey Turner bats 1-2 against lefties, and you don't know what Max Muncy bats against lefties? But like, here's my thing. And listen, he is technically right. Like, I think Trey Turner bats like 227 or something, or maybe like 250 possibly in a 1-2 count versus lefties. And Max Muncy or something was batting like 100 against lefties. He had also been hurt. I'm pretty sure he just came back off the IL. So maybe he was dealing something earlier in the season where he was struggling, because I'm pretty sure he was very bad. So, like, if that's your thing, why didn't you intentionally walk him from the beginning? Why at a 1-2 count is that where you're all of a sudden like, oh, I gotta walk this guy? There's no way that I can pitch to him now. You're one strike away from getting him out.
Like, I mean, in my head, which I don't know the stats and how it all plans out there,
and
but
like whenever you're in your head, it's never good. Not very bright up there.
But on a 1-2 count, if that's what you're really worried about, why not just throw a pitch that is absolutely unhittable?
Well, I mean, that argument, I guess I can go against with saying you don't want him to throw waste pitches and get his pitch count up. But still, you have no excuse for me.
Just lob it. Who cares?
Listen, you're right.
Because that's the thing now.
You're right. I just find it very odd. At 1-2, you had to intentionally walk him, but an 0-1 count, it was, we're going to pitch to him.
Spot on. Okay. So our AL Central is jacked up, but I do think it can still pan out the same way.
I think we got a chance.
Because really the only thing that's jacked up in it is Guardians are better. We took a shot on with the Tigers being good and the White Sox being unhealthy. So AL West, I put the Mariners at number 1.
Oof.
They're coming along. They're 6-4 in their last 10. The Angels are 0-10 in their last 10.
Look at that, L14.
Wow.
It's like we're playing Battleship.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said.
That was that was pretty good.
So I've got Mariners 1. You've got Astros 1. I've got Astros as 2. You have you have Angels as 2. I've got Angels as 3. You have Mariners as 3. Dang. So we were all different on there. Then Rangers 4 and A is 5.
I think I'm closest then.
I mean,
Michael, I'm just also like to point out, Lily's not here right now. She gave me a lot of slack for putting the Astros at one. Gave me a lot of slack for it. I'm just saying. They're the second best team in the AL. Because
I hear you, but the Angels have lost 14 straight, and then they would have been like 14 games ago. Angels were number one.
Well, guess what? We only live in the now, Michael. I can't change
right.
anything. I can't change
You're
it.
right.
I'm just saying.
All right, on to the NL. Which one? NL East first. We've got. You and I were different. I got Philly 1, Braves 2. You got Braves 1, Philly 2.
I had the Mets in third.
Yeah.
I really thought I picked the Mets to win the division.
No, I'm sorry. You got Mets second, but Philly only one game. You got Braves at 93, Mets 91, Philly 90, and then Mariners and Nats way down there. I've got Philly, Braves, Mets, Mariners, Nationals.
How the hell did I have the Mets finishing third but going to the World Series?
I don't know. But that's what you did.
You know what?
You have them at second.
Oh, second. Oh, all right.
That
makes sense then.
Oh, totally.
That's possible.
That's one game.
It's a wild card
game difference. So
but I still had him in second.
So with the third, if they made the wild card, it would be a wild card.
Nah, because I think the wild card teams, it's going to be one from the East, and then
that's going to be the best record. Because right now, I think it said the NL was all from the West, or no, the AL is all from the East right now. All three wild cards.
Now I'm projecting, Michael. Now I'm going into the future.
Oh,
I think it'll be one from the East
we're not here anymore. We're in the future.
No, now we're in the future. In the NL, I think it'll be one from the East, one from the Central, one from the West. I think it'll end honestly. Yeah, I honestly think it'll end up like this. Like if I'm looking at it now, I think. Honestly, this might be how the.
I think it's going to be two from the West, one from the East, possibly.
Who do you think the two in the West are going to be? The Giants and Padres?
Giants.
I just don't have faith in the Giants.
I don't either, but I mean, they're still staying relevant when they shouldn't be. Like, I mean, I have to give them credit by now.
No, absolutely, but I think it'll be the Mets and the Braves, the Brewers and the Cardinals, and the Dodgers and the Padres. I really think this could end up being the final standings at the end of the year, just like this.
I think the Brewers come out one for sure. Hey, we're just 3 games out of last place. Hey!
I was going to say, out of what? What are we talking about here?
Yes, sir.
Minus 54. Wow. Nationals are minus 91. Jesus. Is that the worst one?
I thought I seen 100, but it might have been to the good.
Nope.
There's a 92. Royals.
Oh, 92, yeah. Royals. All right. What about the Central, Michael? What do we have? I think I picked the Cardinals.
No.
Oh, I didn't?
Mm-mm. It's Brewers, Cubs. I'll say mine first. Brewers, Cubs, Reds. I'm sorry. Brewers, Cards, Reds, Cubs, Pirates. You had Brewers, Cards, Cubs, Reds, Pirates.
Interesting. I really put that much faith into your Reds. You've got
no. No, I really think we just didn't think the Pirates would win this many games. But like the Reds start off horrible. It's actually since May 7th, we have the second best record in the NL.
I was going to say, don't you have like a very good? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. What did you guys start like 3-21
at one point? Yeah,
3-21. Like Jesus.
But it's still better than the Angels right now.
Not technically.
They're 0-14. So, I mean, I guess they still have a chance to change it.
How do we do in the West, Michael?
The NL West. We have the Dodgers, the Padres, the Giants, the Rockies, and the Diamondbacks. Dang it, you darn Rockies.
Still very possible.
Mm.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, especially because there's been injuries and everything still.
Yeah, the
which
White
that's
Sox
always going to be.
The White Sox cannot stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't see people who's been in our chats.
Oh yeah, Jimmy said, "Well, he's drinking and singing my blues away at a bar," and then he said, "No audio is actually okay because he gets to watch you. I can watch Lawson eat and show off sports cards." I believe that's a clip from. I believe he's referring to that clip you had on Count the Bucket.
Yes. When I talked about how me eating food's going to make me look like Zion.
See, that's just foul.
Hey, listen, I don't like soccer. I don't know anything about soccer, but I do know about Kaboom cards, and I love the Kaboom cards. And I got this one.
I don't even know.
Does that not look? It's a Kaboom card. Who cares who it is? Look at how awesome that is.
But I want to know who it is.
It is Dele Ali. Dele Ali. Della Ali. Ali.
Why not?
No disrespect. I'm just country.
It's not very smart, yeah. We also talked about. Was it me and you that talked about hitting streaks a while ago? Or was I talking to one of my boys about it?
I don't know, but we can talk about it. What you got?
Because listen.
Because I love streaks.
I'm sure you do.
Streaking fun.
Paul Goldschmidt, Trey Turner, they were up there. I think Paul Goldschmidt got his to 26, and Turner might have gotten his up to like 27 or something like that.
See, Jimmy knows about a Kaboom.
Yeah, you guys collect cards. I don't.
Well,
I get to see Clay Holmes pitch right now. 26 inning scoreless streak currently, by the way. 8 out of 8 saves. 0.34 ERA for the Yankees. 0.34. Like, are you still watching this Yankee game?
No.
Nah, you need to turn it back on because I need you to see Clay Holmes pitch just because I want you to watch one of his pitches, preferably if he throws a sinker, and tell me how the hell you're supposed to hit that.
Okay. Okay, it's back on now. It's a commercial.
First I'm very confused.
Home run highlight.
But yeah, 25
home run.
Is it the Yankee broadcast or the Twins?
I think it's Twins.
What does the scoreboard look like?
It's showing the highlights of the home runs right now.
Well, the Yankees did that too.
The triple back to back to back to back. Back to back.
Well, still, I think the Yankees showed that.
Nope. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Clay is warming up. 83% ground ball rate leads the MLB relievers. Nice.
I'm telling you. Chapman might not have a job when he comes back.
Hey, that's good.
It is good because he's been awful.
Jimmy, if you're still in here, can you please tell me something about this card? Apparently, it's supposed to be like a nice, good card. And it actually says number to 7, which is his number. So does that make the value actually better? Please let me know.
If it's a numbered card, Mike, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
No, it's like the number of the card. Like in the deck, like the...
it's the 7th card of the deck?
Yeah.
I see. But anyway, like I've tried saying several times, Mike just keeps ignoring me. 25-plus hitting streak in today's era? That's impressive.
Good. That's really good.
I still don't think...
I think a 10 is good in today's era. All right, he's thrown his second pitch. What am I watching for?
The movement. You're telling me it's possible to hit that? Like, I don't even understand. Arias just made contact, but...
I'd hit that.
Yeah, all right. Got a dragon scale coming? I don't even know what that... what does that even mean?
Oh, snap. I don't know what that means either.
I don't even know what that means. Maybe I'll get into cards. You know, Michael... Apparently, that Aaron Judge bobblehead I could have resold for like $90 on eBay.
Absolutely. Like most people actually go to the Reds to get the bobbleheads. They buy the $5 tickets, like the up at the nosebleed, and then they just don't even go into the game.
Some dude offered us like $20 to buy it at the stadium. I said, "Listen, guy, this is the only reason I came to the game.
Yeah.
So get away from me." You gotta do that in New York. You can't be. No, sir. I don't want you. No, thank you. Nah. Bro, I told you I'm not selling it to you. That's what you got to do, Michael. Can't. You have to.
Okay.
Just saying. Lamar. Ugh. Is that like a? Does that mean is Dragon Scale like a type of card, and then it's a Lamar card? Is that what he's saying?
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha. He's a big Louisville Cardinals fan, so it's Lamar Jackson.
Mid at best. Top 8 on his best day. For sure.
Well, there's a lot of good quarterbacks.
Yeah, there are. He's just not top 5 like everybody says he is. All right, Michael. Anyway, we've talked a lot. We got 2 managers fired. We've relocated MLB teams. There are some nice hitting streaks around there. I mean, Aaron Judge is the current MVP by far. That's all I have. So unless you have anything, Michael, we could end it right there, and then I'll be back in 2 weeks like I never left. Maybe. Unless I have a Renegades game. Imagine. It'd be a little tragic. I came back from a nice long vacation, then I had a Renegades game the day we were supposed to do the podcast.
Did you have to ask for a vacation with them?
No, see, Michael, I'm a very smart person. They go on a 2-week road trip.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So I took off those 2 weeks, and we're chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
All right, Michael, what do you got? What do you got for everybody before we head on out of here?
Honestly, I think that's it.
That's it?
I mean, we've been on over an hour. I've missed you. Glad I got to talk to you. I love you. But as far as everything else, follow us, of course, on Backstop Banter. Connie will talk to you about the podcast and everything like that. Please get it active. Subscribe. Give us some of those star ratings. Make us popular, man, because, we're awesome. Let's just be honest.
I don't ever want to work a day in my life.
Absolutely, if we could. Wouldn't that
I don't consider this work.
No. We're literally watching a game and talking about it.
Exactly.
But on Sunday nights,
Yankees won. Yankees won, by the way, 10-7. That's their 41st win of the season.
Nice.
Just throwing that out.
Yeah, that dude is a nice closer. Then
I know, right?
Yeah.
I would be very sad if Chapman comes back and they gave him the closer role. I really would be.
Yeah, I mean,
it might hurt Chapman's feelings, but I am totally with hurting his feelings because that's now a 27 inning scoreless streak for Clay Holmes. He's now 9 of 9 on save situations.
You know what? Let me go check him out. See if he's on my fantasy baseball team or if he's
I
available.
Play fantasy baseball this year. I didn't do it.
Why didn't we do one this year?
I don't know. We did one last year. We did not reactivate it for this year.
We sure didn't. Who's over it?
I think I was.
Oh, okay.
Michael, did you ever say, hey, stupid, you want to do a fantasy
football? I would never say anything like that.
I think you would.
No, I would not.
Kind of a bad guy.
Me?
Oh, yeah. Mean to me all the time.
Okay, it's literally pulling him up, and then it's saying load error. Watch this. Can you see this?
I can't. So what app is that?
ESPN.
Why did it look like that? That was weird.
I don't know.
I can't see. Your phone is very dark.
Your face is very dark.
No, it's not. I got a beautiful ring light. I'm illuminated. Okay. Look, you see it in my glasses.
You do.
You know, anyways, I got new glasses a while ago, Michael. Nobody even noticed.
You told me about it. You had new frames.
New glasses like a month ago.
Yeah, you told me about it.
You know, I didn't get no compliments or nothing. I could cry myself to sleep right now.
When you talked to me about it, I said, "Oh yeah, I like them."
Look, let's see the difference here.
Are the frames different? Like they're thinner frames? Is that what it was?
These are my new ones. I think the glasses itself are bigger. Well, they are.
So you're more blind.
No. I mean like bigger, as in like.
I got you. I know. Yeah.
But I am more blind. You are right.
I think what's your vision?
I have no idea. I think my left eye. No, I think my right eye got a little bit worse. My left eye was almost the same.
You're right-handed?
I am right-handed.
Okay.
Not when it comes to golfing or batting, though. Okay. Oh, like, you know another thing? Tell me how I played golf with my boy. We go to the course. They don't sell food or drinks.
What? Okay.
What, Michael? Every golf course in America sells food and drinks.
Not here, they don't. I mean, they have a vending machine that you can buy like a drink out of, a
Are you
soda.
serious?
Yeah, well, they say that like you hit the right button and it'll be a beer, but that's not for me.
I've literally never in my life been to a golf course. I've been to several that have
Mhm.
not sold. This man was like, "Oh yeah, you can order Grubhub." I was like, "Bro, I just spent $45 to golf and I got to order Grubhub." I was like, "Yeah." Like, how hard is it for you guys to boil a hot dog?
I mean, even just a hot dog,
Like nothing, not even chips.
it's pitiful. But
Bro.
anyways, back to following us on Backstop Banter and all that good
Do
stuff.
that. Very important.
Follow me on Twitter, MDLawson00. Also, my other show on Sunday night is Count the Bucket, where it's everything live about the NBA. Some stuff. Actually, Connie, just so you know, we're really, really, really thinking about trying to sponsor a local AAU team, at least somewhat sponsor.
Oh yeah.
And try to maybe act like they're our own team and have a couple of the kids come on, talk with the coach a little bit, just do some fun stuff with them. But
Okay.
they're about to actually go to nationals in a couple of weeks and play, and they're actually going to be playing in Virginia Beach, where Team Durant is also participating.
Okay.
So they must be pretty good.
Exactly. I like it.
Yeah.
Why not?
But that show's on Sunday nights, Eastern Time, 9:30 p.m. Bam.
Well, as for me, Anthony Conover _ on Twitter, Anthony _ Conover on Twitch, where I put all the podcasts. And speaking of those podcasts, Mondays, 7 Eastern, Generational Sports. Talk a little bit about everything. Me and my guy Josh. Tuesdays, the Hard Count. Me and CJ. It's basically this show, but a football edition. And then obviously me and Michael are here for Backstop Banter on Thursdays, usually at 9. Went a little late today because Michael asked me to for some reason, and I was like, all right, cool.
It's for this baseball game.
Okay. And yeah, all those podcasts are available: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can listen to our beautiful voices as well. So with all that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in, as I always do. And listen, I don't know what Michael will do, but I will be gone for the next 2 weeks. So with that being said, I bid you a farewell, and I'll see you when I see you. All right, people?